Some of the most profitable Shopify stores in the world, they don't have hundreds of products. They don't even have dozens. They have one. That's right. They have a single hero product that kind of carries the whole brand. Think about it. All the marketing, all the focus, all the storytelling goes into making that one thing a must-have. The hard part isn't making the store. That's easy. The hard part is finding that one winning product that's worth building your entire business around. And that's where Helium 10 comes in. In this video, we're diving into exactly what happens when you use Helium 10 to build a one product store, from idea to validation to launch. What's going on, everyone? My name's Xray, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you build real profitable e-commerce businesses without wasting time or money. So let's walk through this step by step, like we're building a store together right now. Why a one product store can actually work. Now, before we start digging into any tools, let's get something straight. One product stores can be insanely profitable if done right. When you only have one product, you can focus your brand story entirely around it. Put all your ad spend into driving traffic to one offer instead of spreading it thin. You can make your store design super simple and laser focused on conversions. You can avoid the complexity of managing dozens of SKUs, suppliers, and inventory levels. Now, the biggest misconception, so people think more products equals more chances to make a sale. But in reality, more products often means more distractions and more opportunities for a customer to leave without buying. With a one product store, there's no confusion. It's either I want it or I don't. That clarity is powerful. The catch is you can't just throw up a random gadget and hope it sells. Your product has to check a few big boxes. Solves a real problem or makes life noticeably better. It has enough demand. It's not so saturated that you'll be invisible. You can actually get it at a price that leaves you with healthy margins. Now, finding a product that hits all four, that's where we fire up Helium 10. Now, real quick, if you don't already have a Helium 10 account and you want to follow along with this video, you can go ahead and click the link down below in the description. Now, in that link, we've got two different codes that you can choose from. If you use code EcomMastery20, you can get 20% off for 6 months. Or if you use code EcomMastery10, you can get 10% off every month. The choice is yours, and the link is down in the description. Step 1, finding the product idea with Black Box. So think of Helium 10's Black Box like a treasure map. It's a massive database of Amazon products, but you can filter it in a way that reveals only the gold. Products with demand, price point, and competition level that you're after. Let's say we're starting from scratch, no product in mind. We can hop into Black Box and set some filters. Category, maybe sports and outdoors or home and kitchen niches where people spend money year round. For the price range, maybe $25 to $75 range. That sweet spot is where you can make a healthy profit, but it's still an impulse-friendly purchase. Monthly revenue. We want to set this to at least around $10,000. This tells us the market is spending money. Reviews. We can set this to under 300, and this means that there's some room to compete. We're not going head to head with a 5,000 review giant. Then you hit search, and suddenly we're staring at dozens of possibilities. Maybe we spot a compact home workout kit, a trending kitchen gadget, or an innovative pet accessory. But here's the thing. Just because it's selling now doesn't mean it'll keep selling. And this is where people stop and end up disappointed 6 months later. We need to validate demand before we even think about building a store. So let's go ahead and walk through Black Box together. So once you go ahead and log in, we can go ahead and come up to the top here and click on Tools and then Black Box. So here we can go ahead and select a category, or we can just say, check this box here that says surprise me. So for this, let's go to home and kitchen and we'll check that category. The price range that we're looking to sell at. For this, we'll check the 35 to 50 since in this simple mode here doesn't have that price range we talked about. If we wanted to, we could come here to advanced and have all this, but I kind of prefer the simple mode. So we'll come back here and select home and kitchen and we'll check this $35 to $50. And this is cool. So Also, product size. Should your product fit into a shoebox? Small equals cheaper FBA and air shipping. Let's go ahead and click yes. And we'll say how competitive do we want this niche to be based on reviews. So we can do easy, 0 to 100, moderate, 200 to 500, challenge, 500 to 1,000, or saturated with 1,000 plus. Let's go easy. Let's just, make this as easy as we can. So monthly revenue, if you can make blank in monthly sales, that would make you smile. Let's do 10,000 and we'll go ahead and click on search. So now we're staring at a list of products. So over here on the left-hand side, we've got the name. If we click on this will actually bring us over to the Amazon page for this. And if we come back here, we can go ahead and see its category BSR or best selling rank. We can check the price, the parent level sales, the ASIN sales, parent level revenue, this ASIN revenue. So that's the revenue for this specific product. We can check out reviews, and this just shows its like average star rating, the seller country, the brand, last year sales, and some other information here. So as you can see, just from this one tool, we can go ahead and get a pulse on the market or niche that we want to step into. Step 2, validating demand with Xray. Okay, so now we take our short list of products and we can plug them into Helium 10's Xray tool. So Xray is like putting on Xray goggles for Amazon. You see behind the curtain into sales data, revenue trends, and review history. So here's what we're looking for. Consistent monthly sales, not just one huge spike because it went viral last month. Stable pricing. If the price keeps dropping, it could mean that margins are getting squeezed. Healthy seller mix. If one brand owns 90% of sales, it's going to be a brutal fight. For example, maybe our home workout kit idea is pulling $25K a month consistently for the past year. Multiple sellers doing well. That's a green flag. But maybe that trending kitchen gadget had one massive month and then tanked. That's a no-go. Xray also lets us quickly see estimated profit margins. If we can't get at least 30% after product cost, shipping, and marketing, it's going to be tough to make this work at scale. So let's head on over back to Amazon, and there's a few different ways you can go ahead and look at Xray. So there's actual Xray on the specific product. So if we click on show details, we can come in here and see a lot of information here. So we can see like its category, its 30-day revenue, the current rating, the listing health score. We can go ahead and check its top keywords as well as all marketplaces. Over here under product details, we can see its FBA fee and that sort of stuff. And then here we can go ahead and check sales. So again, this is a good example of something that had a big spike in sales and then kind of leveled off afterwards. That check out the price and BSR. So here is the sales rank in the blue as well as a new price here. So we can sort of see the price went up and sales, or the BSR rank, sales rank started to go down. Now, if we come back here, so if we were to search for, I don't know, kitchen knife. Now from here, this is where we can go ahead and see more information on this sort of market. So before we were looking at the single product, but if we wanted to go ahead and take a look at, again, this kitchen knife market on Amazon, we can come in here and see a lot more information. So we can see our 30-day revenue. There's 5.5 million in sales roughly. There's been about a little over 100,000 units sold in the last 30 days. The average BSR is 11,000 and all this information here. So again, we can sort of see that there's this one brand, this McCook, that's really dominating the market here with almost 50% of the market, just sitting there at 47%. So that would be a good example of, a product that is doing well, but at the same time, it might be hard to compete with something like this that has, just such a large share of the market. Step 3, understanding the competition with Cerebro. All right, so let's say you've narrowed it down to one winner, like that compact home workout kit we've been talking about. And before we order a single sample, we need to know, how are people finding this product? And more importantly, how can we show up where they're looking? So that's where Helium 10's Cerebro comes in. It's a reverse ASIN lookup tool. So you paste in your competitor's Amazon listing and it spits out every keyword they're ranking for. So here's how we'd use it. You'd want to pull the top 3 to 5 competitors' ASINs from Xray. Then you can go ahead and paste them into Cerebro. Then you want to filter for high search volume keywords that have medium to low competition. So we might find that resistance band workout kit it is the top term, but there's also a gold mine in longer tail keywords like portable gym for small spaces or home workout travel set. These are easier to rank for and still bring in targeted buyers. This keyword list becomes the foundation for our product title and description, our Google and Meta ads targeting, our Shopify stores SEO, and here's the fun part. Sometimes you'll find keywords that your competitors aren't targeting at all, and that's your opening. And we'll come back over here to Helium 10 and we'll go ahead and launch Cerebro. We'll copy 5 different ones here and just paste those all in there and click on get keyword. So it's going to take a second here to go ahead and fetch all that data. Okay, and after just a couple seconds here, we've got all this data here. So over here on the left hand side, we can see all these keyword phrases that these ASINs are ranking for. So homemade knife, best kitchen knives 2025, best kitchen knives. We get all this data here, which is super helpful for picking a good product. Step 4, building the brand around the product. So at this point, we've done our homework. The product checks out. Now it's time to give it a home. With a one product store, branding is everything. You're not just selling a resistance band workout kit. You're selling a lifestyle, a solution, a promise. Here's how I'd approach it. You want to name it something memorable that hints at the benefit. For example, Flex Anywhere. The color scheme, you want bold, high energy tones that match the fitness vibe. For the store layout, you want a minimal menu, big hero images, scrollable landing page that walks the customer through the story. The page would start with a bold headline, your entire gym in one bag, and show lifestyle shots like people using it in their living room, at the park, and in a hotel. Highlight the problem that it solves, like no more skipping workouts when you travel. Use customer style testimonials and quick FAQ sections. And because it's just one product, every single element of the store can be laser focused on selling it. Step 5, launching and tracking. Now here's where we put our research to work. We launch the store, start running ads targeting those keywords that we pulled from Cerebro, and we track everything. Helium 10 isn't just for finding the product. We can use tools like Keyword Tracker to watch how we're ranking over time. The process might look like launch with a mix of Google Shopping ads and Facebook Instagram ads. Use Keyword Tracker to see if our main terms start creeping up in rank. We can monitor conversion rates on the Shopify side. If they're low, we can tweak the landing page. If a keyword starts moving up fast, we can double down on ads for that term. Now the goal here, start small, reinvest profits, and gradually build momentum. The realistic outcome. All right, now let's keep it real. Best case scenario, the product hits, your ads work, and you scale to a solid monthly income with just one SKU. But there are pitfalls. Margins can get tight if shipping costs spike. A supplier issue could wipe out inventory. A new competitor could come in with a slightly better offer. That's why having all this Helium 10 data up front is so valuable. It doesn't guarantee success, but it does massively lower your chances of picking a dud. So what happens when you use Helium 10 to build a one product store? Well, you stop guessing. You start with real data and you give yourself the best shot at making that one product a true winner. So we went from zero idea to product discovery and black box, demand validation in Xray, keyword strategy with Cerebro, and brand building to launch. So if you've ever thought about building a one product store, the tools are there. You just have to put them to work. If you want to get started with Helium 10 or any other products that we recommend, you'll find links for them down in the description below. These are affiliate links, which means we earn a small commission when you use them at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we're dedicated to helping you succeed with e-commerce by providing tips, strategies, and insights to grow your online business. So be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you here in the next video.